just don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do this. You are in that chair, Vara, because of your hair and your face and your gender.
What's up, guys? It's Lord Botha here with another video, and yes, in this video, it's time to talk about gay streamer shit. Because apparently David Jaffe has beef with Vara Dark. Now, David Jaffe, if you don't know who he is, was the former developer of the God of War games. He's been a big name throughout the industry for years, and he's not shy about voicing his opinions on games and the gaming industry himself. That said, he's taken quite exception to Vara Dark and her opinions of the gaming industry and himself. They've gone back and forth several times in videos about each other, and as you can see from the video, he's stated several things that he doesn't like about Vara. Now, it's important to note that unlike other streamers, especially those who are anti-woke and all that, Vara Dark does actually stream her playthroughs of those games that she criticizes. She also streams games that she quite enjoys, and she always gives her honest opinions and reviews about things. And what I think here is that David Jaffe, 1, wants to remain relevant on the internet, and 2, doesn't quite like that an attractive young woman is getting a lot of attention and also having good points about video games and the video gaming industry. And as you saw from the videos, he states that her success is owed mostly to her looks. Now, there's no denying the fact that Vara Dark is an attractive woman, and her looks probably do help. And I don't think anybody really has a problem with David Jaffe, the guy who created a game in which Kratos could, bang women within the game. It was a mini game to actually have sex with women. I don't think anybody is saying that this guy is wrong for pointing out the fact that she's an attractive woman and definitely benefits from being an attractive woman online. I think what they have a problem with is the fact that David Jaffe is a huge left-wing leftist who is pro-feminism, pro-trans rights, probably stemming from the fact that he has a trans daughter. So he's supposed to be very progressive on the idea that women should be thought of for their opinions and not about their looks. And they should be considered to have earned things based upon the merit of their opinions rather than their actual physical traits. Meanwhile, he is here being reductive about Vara, saying that she only earned her viewers because she's pretty. David would double down on his ideas by stating, "You can dislike me because of what I said about Vara Dark. From my 2 encounters with her content attacking me, I sense her large audience is based on her being an attractive woman. But that is not misogyny." So now he's trying to backtrack a little bit while also doubling down on what he said, saying, "Oh, no, I'm not saying that it's her fault she's an attractive woman. I'm saying it's everybody watching her that's the problem because they're attracted to attracted women, I guess, and want to watch her because of that." Basically calling her audience dumb because they don't want to watch her for her opinions, which is still based upon her looks, which is, an intrinsic thing. So it is inherently still blaming her. Lots of women and men are talented and ugly, pretty and useless, and pretty and talented. If I was making a statement about women in general, it would be misogyny, and I would never say or think such a thing. This is just me punching back at a person who punched first by claiming her most useful asset as it relates to her channel, in my opinion, is being a pretty woman. So he negates his own point by saying, "Listen, I'm just saying that she's successful because she's a pretty woman because I'm trying to attack her. I'm not saying it because I actually believe it or anything like that. But, she came at me too, so, I gotta come at her with something." That's a horrible freaking idea. This is a classic exercise in digging a hole deeper and deeper till you can't get out anymore. Whether or not David just wants the controversy to get noticed on the internet again, which I do think plays a little bit of a factor into it, or he really does want to prove a point here of some kind, which I don't think is true because he's been all over the place with his point. First blaming her for her looks and being successful because of those looks, then blaming her audience, saying they're the ones that are a problem because they only want to watch her for her looks, but that would still mean that her looks are the problem. Then saying he's just using this point to try to attack somebody that he feels has attacked him, which means the whole point is really nothing that matters. is just a way of him to try to strike back. He's looking for weak points, I guess, or something. It's all just him digging a hole deeper and deeper and making himself look worse and worse. And if he wants to do that, go ahead, fine. The truth is that the industry is failing because of ideas that are possessed by people like him. And if they went back to the beliefs and actual functions of video gaming when he was actually making games like God of War, it could be successful again. Essentially, the way that David Jaffe has gone is the way that the games industry has gone. And it's the reason why it's failing. It's a bunch of hypocrites, spouting off leftist virtue signaling and caring primarily about that, rather than actually making functional good games with good stories and compelling gameplay. Hopefully one day we can get back to all that, and people like David will just be left behind as even further relics of the past than he already is. But those are just my thoughts on all this. If you have your own thoughts, go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, I appreciate you watching all of it. And we'll talk to you again later.